Unique hunts are something that I've defined as shiny hunts that you can only do in one game. Crown Tundra, just like the Isle of Armor, introduced a ton of these, and in this video we're going to go over all of them and the best place to shiny hunt them. If this was helpful to you and you want to see more content like this, please let me know with a like, maybe a comment, maybe tell me what you're going to hunt from this video. These unique hunt videos, I've made one for the Isle of Armor, and I've made one for all of the Generation 1 Pokemon. They're a lot of fun to make, they're a lot of hard work compared to shiny reaction videos, and they don't do as well performative wise. If you want to see more, the best way is to let me know, and I'll be way more encouraged to make more in the future and get my button gear and make them in time, as opposed to this one, which is a few months late. Finally, as I've taken a bit longer to make this video, all of the information that made this video possible was from Bulbapedia and Cerebi.net. For each Pokemon, I'm going to be listing the best place I think there is to shiny hunt them, but if you want to know about all of the places that they appear in the Crown Tundra, please check out the Cerebi.net locations guide for each Pokemon. There's also a guide on Cerebi that I'll link below that has dates that you can change to make sure that there's a certain weather in the Crown Tundra, which is really useful to hunt most of these. We're going to start off with fossil Pokemon. Every evolution line from generations 1 to 6, aside from generation 4, is represented in the Crown Tundra, and almost every single Pokemon is available. Alright, first off we've got Omanyte and Kabuto. These are version exclusives. Kabuto's only in Shield, Omanite's only in Sword, but they share the same encounter pool. They're both available in Roaring Sea Caves and Giant's Foot as regular encounters in every single weather, 24% encounter rate unless it's snowing or a snowstorm. They are also available in all weathers in Giant's Foot as a strong spawn as well, again in all weathers. Similar deal again with Omastar and Kabutops. Omastar is in Sword, Kabutops is in Shield, but they're in exactly the same place. There is one strong spawn in the Roaring Sea Caves in every single weather. Aerodactyl is in both versions, it's available in every single weather, and it seems to have 3 strong spawns in Giant's Bed. Lileep is available by fishing in Giant's Bed and Giant's Foot. It only has a 10% chance to appear, but by using something like Harvest, where you boost the chance of seeing a grass Pokemon, you're going to have a much better encounter rate. Credilli is unfortunately not available at all in the wild. You can only get it by Dynamax Adventures or Max Raid Battles, or of course evolving Lileep, which is really a shame because I really like its shiny. Anorith is available in Balamere Lake as a 10% regular spawn in all weathers apart from Snowstorm. It's also available as a strong spawn in Balamere Lake, but it depends on the weather how many there are. For example, there's 3 strong spawns in normal weather and several other weathers, but there's only 1 when there's a thunderstorm. I really recommend you check out Cerebi's location guide for this one. Armaldo did not suffer the same fate as Credilli and is available as a strong spawn in Balamere Lake, but only when it is raining or there's a thunderstorm. Archon is available in Giant's Foot. It's got a 10% chance to appear in the overworld, and there's also always 2 strong spawns. This all appears in every single weather. Archeops unfortunately isn't available anywhere in the Crown Tundra. As far as I can tell on Cerebi, it's also not available in Max Raid Battles or the Dynamax Adventures. I'll let you know in a pinned comment or the description if this changes. Tortuga appears exclusively in the Frigid Sea in the Crown Tundra. It has a 10% chance to appear in the overworld in every weather apart from Intense Sun, but there are also multiple strong spawns depending on the weather. There's 1 for Intense Sun. The one that has the most strong spawns seems to be raining with 4. Please again check out Cerebi.net's location guide for this to plan if you're going to hunt. Caracosta also unsurprisingly only appears in the Frigid Sea as a strong spawn. A little bit more surprisingly is that the weathers with the most strong spawns are Intense Sun and raining. You'll see 1 in thunderstorm and normal weather, but 2 in Intense Sun or if it's raining. We're back at Balamere Lake with Tyrant. It appears in all weathers as a regular 10% encounter apart from Snowstorm, but it has a strong spawn that doesn't show up in Snowstorm, but the weather that it appears the most in is Intense Sun with 3 different strong spawns. Tyrantrum appears in Balamere Lake with 4 strong spawns unless it is raining or a thunderstorm, so just make sure it's not one of those and you should be able to plot a really nice route through all 4 of them. Amora appears in several places in the Crown Tundra. It's a 10% regular encounter in Slippery Slope, Frostpoint Field, and Snowslide Slope, and it's also a strong spawn in several of those locations. However, the one I'm going to recommend is Slippery Slope for strong spawns, because there's 3 of them when it's overcast. Aurorus is only available in Snowslide Slope, and there are multiple strong spawns depending on the weather. The best weather to hunt it would be either normal weather or overcast, as these are the only 2 that have 2 strong spawns. Alright, moving on for the fossils, here are some more completely unique hunts to the Crown Tundra. Electivire is available as a strong spawn when it's thundering in Giant's Bed, Frigid Sea, Balamere Lake and 3 Point Pass. All of these locations apart from 3 Point Pass have 3 strong spawn Electivires. 3 Point Pass only has 1. Similarly, Magmortar is only available in Intense Sun as a strong spawn in Slippery Slope, Giant's Bed, Snowslide Slope, Frigid Sea and Balamere Lake. My recommendations for these would be Giant's Bed, Snowslide Slope or Frigid Sea, as these all have 3 strong spawns of Magmortar. Frostlass has strong spawns in many places. The ones I'm going to talk about are Old Cemetery and Snowslide Slope. In either Snowing or Snowstorm, both of these locations have 2 strong spawns. Garchomp is a shield exclusive, and it's available as a strong spawn in Tunnel to the Top in every weather and Path to the Peak, but only if it's Intense Sun. Centiskorch is available on the Overworld for the first time in Giant's Foot, where there's 2 strong spawns and a 15% chance for it to show up in the Overworld when it's normal weather or Intense Sun. Galarian Rapidash, another shield exclusive, is only available in one place as 1 strong spawn, and that's the Old Cemetery when it's foggy. Galarian Darmanitan is a very similar situation. It's a sword exclusive. It's only available in one place with 1 strong spawn, and that's Snowslide Slope only when there's a snowstorm. Frostmoth is available in one place, Path to the Peak, where it has between a 70 and 80% chance to show up as an Overworld spawn, as well as 2 to 3 strong spawns. The best weathers for this is Snowing and Fog. They both have an 80% chance of an Overworld spawn and 3 strong spawns. Poltergeist can be found in the Old Cemetery as a strong spawn. It looks like in Raining and Intense Sun there are 3 of these, so that's the best weather to go for. Finally, for the true uniques, Dragapult, the fully evolved form of Dreepy, the pseudo-legendary for Generation 8, is finally available as a strong spawn in the Old Cemetery and 3 Point Pass. It's available in 3 Point Pass in all weathers, but in Old Cemetery there are 2 strong spawns if there's thunderstorm, normal weather, overcast, or snowing. Alright, so let's move on to the Honorary Mentions. These are almost unique Pokemon hunts, but they have been available once or twice in the past in certain games. First up, we've got both Nidoking and Nidoqueen, who we've only ever seen in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee before, so this is a great one to hunt if you're not a fan of hunting in those games for whatever reason. They are both available as strong spawns in Giant's Bed in multiple different weathers. Check Cerebi for the details on that. Dragonite is no longer really that unique, but it still only shows up in very certain situations. It's in Let's Go, which again people might not like hunting in as much. You can get them in SOS Battle, which isn't really that viable, especially if you want to go full odds, and it was in Rippling Water in Black and White, which previously I would have said was your best bet for any normal hunting. But now finally it is a strong spawn. You can hunt it really easily in Balamere Lake. There are 2 strong spawns if it is raining or thunderstorm. It doesn't show up in any other weather there. Walreign's up next. We've only ever seen Walrein in Rippling Water, so that's a phenomenon in Generation 5, and it is available as a strong spawn in the Frigid Sea in a couple of weathers, but the best one by far is going to be Snowing, where there are 3 strong spawns. Metagross is up next. Metagross again was available in Rustling Grass, another phenomenon hunt. It was also available to hunt as a shadow Pokemon in Pokemon Colosseum, but now it is also a strong spawn in Snowslide Slope. It is available there in several weathers, but again there's 2 weathers where it has 2 strong spawns, and that's Snowstorm and Fog. Salamence, one more that was only ever available in SOS battles in Generation 7, is now finally available in the wild normally. It's a strong spawn. There's one in Tunnel to the Top in every single weather, and there's also one in Path to the Peak, but only in intense sun. Aggron was only ever available in Island Scan in one of the Generation 7 games. Now it is also a strong spawn in the Lakeside Cave in every single weather. Mamoswine is yet another Pokemon that used to be exclusive to Rustling Grass in Generation 5. It is now a strong spawn in Slippery Slope in all weathers apart from fog. Whimsicott, exactly the same as Mamoswine, used to be Rustling Grass only. Now it's a strong spawn in Balamere Lake when it's normal weather or raining. In raining it appears as 4 strong spawns, but in normal weather there appears to be 5, so that might be a really good one to cycle through and get all of them at once in one soft reset. Finally, one special case that I still think is worth talking about, that is Stunjorna and Ice-Q. They were in base Sword and Shield. You could find them absolutely fine, but they would have a maximum of 5% encounter rate unless you use something like the recommended section in the Pokedex. Now, finally with Crown Tundra, we have both overworld spawns and strong spawns for both of them, making them so much easier to hunt without phasing if you want to. Stunjorna is available in Giant's Bed and Giant's Foot as overworld encounters. It's also available in Giant's Bed as a ton of strong spawns, so I would really recommend you checking out Survey.net to get the best information on that. And similarly, Ice-Q is only available in Frigid Sea, but there again, it's got overworld encounters and strong spawn encounters. One final place in the Crown Tundra where you can technically get uniques is Dynamax Adventures. There are a ton of rental Pokemon and some of them are definitely uniques, such as Sceptile, Blaziken and Swampert, the Generation 3 fully evolved starter Pokemon, and Credilli as we mentioned before. I'm not really counting these because it is a 1 in 300 chance, so it's definitely not full odds. It's way above, it's 1 in 100 if you've got the Shiny Charm. There are a couple of ones that I definitely will mention though, and that is a few legendary Pokemon that have never been available to hunt shiny, and those are Zygarde, all 4 Tapu, so Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu and Tapu Fini, Solgaleo, Lunala and Necrozma. These have never been huntable before, they've only been given away as gifts as shinies, and now is the first and only way so far that you can hunt them. Thank you so much for watching this part. If you enjoyed this video and you haven't already, check out the Isle of Armor unique hunts, and that'll tell you some cool hunts just like this in the Isle of Armor. I've got another video that explains every single unique hunt for Generation 1 Pokemon, which is slightly out of date now, as of the Crown Tundra. If you want me to make a Generation 2 one, that hasn't even been planned yet, but let me know and I will definitely get my button gear if people want that and if it's helpful to people. I've also got some general shiny Pokemon hunting videos planned. I'm hunting the Hoenn starters right now in Ruby and Sapphire. I've got 2 of them and I just need 1 more, and then that video will come straight out and I'll edit that and send it out. And I've got a few more hunts on the way. Finally, if you've made it all the way this far, you should definitely hit that subscribe button to see all of the rest of the content from me as soon as possible. Like the video to tell me if it was useful, and good luck on your hunts. I will see you next time.